Hello everyone, welcome to turn 11 of All-Stars 2, Kirby 1 playing as the Baywatch. Let's see what exciting things are going on now. Wow, that's a heck of a lot of stuff. We found a magic site. Yay! Copper Idol. More air gems. Sweet. Okay, let's see what goes on here. So, we did a raid. I'm going to guess that we completely crushed that. Oh no. A knight got killed. First casualty of the war. We got attacked back. Pinging our PD. And we attacked him once more. Oh, this is a cave. This is going to be interesting. But I did notice at the bottom that he became a hero. So I'm going to suspect that we nail this one. Nice. Alright. We only lost one guy. Alright, sweet. So we're sieging that as well. That means no production for him and half income from that fort as well. Success. Then we attacked here. Okay, so there's ichthyids there. That's good because that means he could have gotten underwater, but he did not, and we mine blasted his commander. So we probably took no casualties there. That would be here. Yes, no casualties. Fantastic. And let's take a look at our last little raid. Oh no, this is us going up against those cataphracts. Okay. There we go. Knock those cataphracts out. Great. Cause a rout. Then we hit these guys. Also great. And I suspect that we may have suffered no casualties. But let's take a look. Yes, none whatsoever. Fantastic. And this is him attacking us as well. Okay, so events, lots of gems, and lots of money. Where is this? This is our capital. Our capital got 200% income. So 200% of 390. Not going to complain about that. Not going to complain at all. And we also see, finally, the satyr peoples. Great. Oh, look, some more of these guys. Oh, so they must be cave dwellers. I did not realize that. We're going to have a site searcher there that we can kill off. There's only one officer. Okay. Aha. So he went there, and he went there. He did not go in the water. Great. Great, great, great. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so there's other Agartha. That would be Nasagen. Now, I'm like, okay, depending on how well he expanded this way, that's it. Like, this is all of what we see right here. So, yeah. Now, couple of interesting choices that we can make here. Palisades going up 2 turns. Alright. Well, we've got the money. We've certainly got the money. Let's do it. Okay, what else? Okay, these guys have completed their task. I think at this point we're going to put 6 PD everywhere. Alright, there we go. 6 PD. So he has not taken those back yet. I do want these as well at some point. But they've basically been guaranteed to me by Fomorignon. Alright, let's take a look at our last neighbor here. Now, he's probably going to ultimately be another target of mine because of this coastal area that I'll want to meme myself into. But it does seem like he has potentially been having a little bit of trouble expanding, because it took me to turn 11 to find him, and I could have expanded like 5 turns ago up to his cap circle. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but there you go. I think this will be my furthest west expansion, and we will now be moving and concentrating our forces onto the war front. And there we go. Hold an attack. Let's move you up a little bit. I really should save this script. Where are we here? We are here. 1. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to sort of hold off on the rest of my stuff and go ahead and check messages, because there's quite a bit of talk. Some of it might be this game, some of it might not, but I'll come back to that in a little bit. Okay, we return from our hiatus, and some good news. In the intervening time, I actually managed to have a brief conversation with Mechright playing Eternia here about the status of our border. And there is a discussion about a potential non-aggression pact in the works. TBD, we're finalizing our expansions. And I indicated to him that I'm not going to expand further south or west. I did not say to him that I don't think he'll be able to reach this province in time, so it's irrelevant. And I mentioned that thrones are first come, first served, in my opinion. Now, I also mentioned that villains took this province from me, which I had expanded into, and I would like it back. So I sort of did a mini 180 on my own opinions that I put forward in this past video, and part of that is, if I take this back, then I won't have to mention to him that there are Amazons here that I would like to take, and that Fomorian has essentially promised to me. So, you know what, let me take a look at this here real quick. We can go there, and we cannot go there. We cannot go there. Okay. So we cannot go there. We can go there. That's good. We'll pick him up. We'll pick him up, and actually what we'll do is we'll stick these guys. I don't need that many. And I do want more guys on the front. No. So it looks like we're capped out at that. However, we can get more Kyberos, and that'll get us more resources. So let's go ahead and do that. 2 turns for that. I think he's just going to die, unfortunately. I think we're going to do that and take that back. Okay, let's go ahead and wrap up this turn. Where can I reach? Oh, that's not good. Interesting. By the way, I can be getting Androliths from here, so we're going to do that. Yeah, we're going to spam Androliths from here. We're also going to get Siren. Recruitment point limited. Okay. That'll go up once we get this upgraded. I can also get one more Androlith here. Yeah, let's get as many Androliths as we can. And let's actually keep this province defense a little limited based on where he can attack. Now, as for here, we're going to do that. And we're going to yeah, so once I move here, if he moves back here, then I can get him. We're going to move these guys here, and then from there, the Huron raiding party will go here. And for this, we're so close. You know what? We're going to abandon the siege and make him spend gold on PD there. And or make him either break siege or move a guy here. I suspect he may expect me to do that. Ah, crap. Mercs. 150. I could throw all 300 gold at this guy and get him. Starting to lose a bit of their staying power, though. What other mercs do we have available? Quick spears. Okay. I think as far as raiding goes, I'm probably good. And we're going to assassinate and see if we can get lucky with a Militonian Smith. Lightning Death. That sounds promising. Let's Lightning Death him. Now I wanted to build a temple here. Let's just build a temple because we're not going to get... Oh no, I need my mercs. Okay, fine. Well, crap. Let's research for a turn, and then you go here. And that'll actually get us construction 1. Ooh, you wait there. Actually, you research also, and then we'll start making owl quills for our 2 guys. I think I can get more herdmen. 19 and 21, and they will actually do more damage, especially if he's putting up skeletal body. Alright, if he goes here, we're going to switch recruitment to herdmen. Everybody's moving. Okay. Well, Mr. Exiled for never watching the show, if you die, then it serves you right for never having watching the show. Never having watched the show. And we'll bid on those mercs. Ah, crap. Let's do 215. And that still gives us plenty of money. Let's also see about getting a palisade here as well. Yep. Alright, things are going apace. Nothing spectacularly new, but we may very well see the end extent of Militonis's expansion. Thugartha knows that we are at war with him now. And I have also told Iago, I believe, that I'm at war with him. And as for that, no one else. Now I'm going to write back also to Mithelheim. Mithelheim asked if I'm interested in getting into a war with Trollheim. I am not interested. Not right now and not in the immediate future. I think this is going to be a slow grind And then from there, maybe, because of these provinces, maybe, maybe not. But we'll see. I suspect I might have to deal with other neighbors. I don't have any conclusive treaties or discussion from anyone right now. The Horned Coalition has not done his turn, has not checked his turn to see he's next to me yet. And we haven't heard any definitive non-aggression pact treaty information from Fomorignon or Eternia. So, but I think we will have enough advance warning if either of them make a move that it might be okay. Alright, that'll be all for this turn. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Hello everyone, welcome back to what's it called? Allstars, Allstars 2, and playing as the Baywatch Kirby 1. We're going to be doing this particular video format a little bit differently. I'm still recording it same day, but I have already done the moves, and I actually have already done a recording. Now, the way that my recordings work is that I record off of a lowly little laptop, and I have just pretty basic recording software, and it doesn't process a whole lot of information. So I usually wind up doing my videos in like about 7 or 8 minute little chunks, and then piecing them together, because anything longer than that, if I record anything longer than 8 minutes, the whole file becomes corrupted and I have to start over, which is what I'm doing now. I did it in 3 chunks initially, and 2 of them were just too bad to be able to sort of piece something together from what remained. So we're just going to do the whole thing over again, and I'm just going to show you the moves that I did, since it's already spoiled essentially. And I hope that I don't do too many of these this way. I like the format of revealing to you what my sort of expressions are as things happen. But in the meantime, let's see if I can remember everything that happened. So from starters, let's go through messages. We assassinated and then died to whatchamacallit, Holy Avenger. So yay, but sadness, and now I will need a new prophet. We took Crystal Amazons, no problem. We took this, no problem, and I made an observation that the Androliths will basically auto-target Enkidu commanders because they are larger and have more hit points. So I wind up sniping the commanders and having the rest of the army rout, and it is much to my amusement. We got attacked in the province where we were reinforcing with the Huron Priest and Knights, and unfortunately Huskarls are better than your average PD, and we did not prevail. Another thing that I observed while watching this battle replay is that what I should have done is scripted my Knights to hold an attack rear, the broken move, aka, and that would have sniped his prophet, and I probably would have been able to win that instead. So that is sad. We again demolished his province defense, and our mercenaries also demolished this province defense. The tyrant is steadily moving toward my fortress area. Now, the raiders, mercenaries, they left our employment, but they did not actually go to anyone else, so that confused me, because I'm pretty sure, from what I recall from the last turn, that I actually paid money for them, so they should still be mine. And yet they are not, and therefore I am confused. Confused and sad, but I suppose they did their due diligence and have demonstrated the full extent to which Militonis has expanded. He now has under his control and earning him income 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 provinces. These 3 are not connected to him and therefore are earning no income. Now, this Lava-born commander is just sitting here. I made the observation that I suspect Lava-born are in here, but this means that he is probably building a palisade here. I can't really do much of anything about that. This army is not equipped to be able to take a tyrant, and his tyrant is now here. So he will likely move here. He may move here, but he will likely move here in order to prevent me from raiding into his palisade. So I simply will not raid into his palisade. I will converge back on here and, in theory, utterly destroy his guys once and for all. This is an actual substantial army, and we have these guys on hold and attack rear like they should have been. Additionally, one thing that I observed in this battle, which we will have to watch in order to show you, is that he unfortunately got hit by a stray arrow. Now, he survived, as you saw in the battle report, but what he survived with was 1 hit point and a disease, which means that he died. And so he is no longer with us. We have to pick these guys up now. And we have to pick them up and take them probably back to our capital. He got mercenaries here. Good for him. I won't be able to stop them now because my commander died. My commander also died and yet did not become a mummy. So we're going to keep tabs on that because that is something that would be extremely unfortunate, and I did not test enough to realize if that was going to be the case or not. And if that is the case, that's lame, but Huron priests are still okay, so we're not going to complain too heavily about that. Their sheer mobility and their magic paths are just amazing and have been amazing this whole game so far, and I've been very much enjoying it. Now, these guys are going to move back to my capital immediately. In my capital, we are going to be recruiting herdmen, like I said. We are also going to recruit a replacement assassin. Could have done another one, but we only had enough gold for the one, unfortunately. Building a temple, and what we're going to do is we are going to forge a thunder whip and a coral blade, and we are going to throw that gear on either this guy, or our assassin when he comes out, depending on how circumstances go with how we want to fight this guy. And we're going to just throw in one random thug with those 2 items, probably the assassin because he has ambidextrous, so he can wield those 2 items much more efficiently than our random commander. But he has no lightning resistance, so in theory, the shock from the Thunder Whip will stun him, and then the Coral Blade will hopefully draw blood, and then we can cause this guy to either A, fatigue out, or B, bleed to death, or both. And then we will pair that with 2 rounds of recruiting max Chudhirdmen, and we can't really recruit anything else right now, partly because the gold is being expended. Additionally, we are recruiting just as many Androliths as we can, which is not many. And I'm worried that this Dominion candle will go away from this prophet, but if it does not, we will be able to reinforce with whoever's left from this army, which is also hopefully a lot. Lots of variables here that could go wrong, so I should not rely on that army for backup. Aside from that, we made those construction choices because we reached construction 2. We don't have anything in the queue right now, so we're just going to go ahead and do... we're just going to leave it as conjuration. We don't have gold to bid on mercenaries anymore, and so we will not, even though we should still have these guys, and it confuses me. Also, this guy should be a mummy, and that confuses me as well. Palisade will be done here, and Fortress will be done here, unless the moves work wonkily in his favor, and that will be unfortunate. For diplomacy, we have secured a NAP 3 with Eternia. So that's good. And we have seen who'jamacallem, Mithelheim invade General Confusion's not Thugartha, the Trollheim. So the Heims are at it again. Thugartha we have no contact with still. So that's whatevs. That's where his capital is. So that's interesting. I put 6 PD here. Probably just going to be killed off. What else? What else? Palisade still under construction there. We're collapsing these guys in on here as well. So we're going to have a couple of knights. Well, that's unfortunate. That'll be some pretty bad attack skill there. But he might recover that from recuperation. That's all we've got for right now. And I think that's actually a pretty good summary for the time being. Sorry it was a little disjointed from the way that it has been before, but there you have it. Hopefully next turn will be better. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. Hello everyone, welcome back to Kirby 1 playing as the Baywatch in Dominions Allstars 2. Promise not kept, unfortunately. As you can see, we have already done this turn, but luckily for you all, it was not a particularly big turn. Dormant gods are awakening, but mine is not quite awake yet, so you'll get to see that eventually. And I think the most important part is that this happened. The Huron Priest from last turn has been mummified properly. So I don't know why it took an extra turn to do that. But if any more of my Huron Priests die, we'll see if that's the case just in general. But my experience is that mummification happens same turn. So a little weird, but less of a problem now. Still don't understand the whole Merc situation. I thought that I had paid for them, but perhaps I had not. Aside from that, we got some earth gems, and our 2 palisades were completed. We lost a province to his mercenary spearmen, and we destroyed his Huskarls and Prophet. Ironically, the thing that did it best for me was the Mind Blasters. Which did surprise me a little bit because they have magic resistance 14, so that's actually pretty halfway decent. And the reason I say that is because my attack rear guys did not make it quite all the way. But once the Huskarls were no longer glamored, they didn't give my knights any more problems with their high defense and glamour and stuff like that, so we erased them pretty quickly. So there you go. I have no profit, he has no profit. And we did keep that Dominion candle in here, so we get to be a little more liberal with our moves. We're not exactly taking advantage of that, though, because we don't really need to. So we picked up these guys here, and we're going to go ahead and go here, because sneaky man that he is, he did manage to, pair up this province that he had taken and connect his land, so he's getting slightly more income now. But also he did not move this tyrant in particular. Reason he did not move it, I suspect, is because of the way I've been sort of counter-raiding behind him and taking the provinces as he leaves them. And so I imagine that he was hoping to try and catch some knights and eliminate them. That had not been my plan to begin with, so he is out of luck in that regards. We'll see what he does next turn, and I am not moving again there to see if he just decides to keep waiting there and killing off population and hereticking away my dominion, or if he's going to move. Did give me a chance to complete my fortress and palisades there, no problem, so I'm not complaining too much. Don't have enough gold to continue this fortress construction. I'm getting more Androliths here and an assassin as well. Actually, I could probably drop that one Androlith there. We're also deciding to get an Onishugo so that we have a proper thug chassis, and we'll see if that works well for us. He's going to give us, he's going to have chaos power because my Dominion is chaos 3, and I just realized that the reason I might be having my recruitment limited by recruitment points is because I have chaos 3, so that's sort of ironic for me because I was expecting to be resource limited by just throwing palisades everywhere, but that has not been the case. So I decided to spice up my lineup with my first Sauromancer, so we're going to get him out as well, and eventually site search, research, all that jazz. Speaking of research, we're forging an Owl Quill, and here as well, and we are moving our Siren that we recruited last turn here in order to eventually build a lab. And yeah, told you about the Shugo. And what else? That's pretty much it. So here's our Malki Priest. Now, Nazca, the reason that you can do sort of prophetizing shenanigans with Nazca is because Nazca actually has a national ability for undead priests to all have reanimation priest tag added to them once they are created. So that's sort of like how all Phaeacian units have dark vessels on them. All Nazcan undead priests get reanimator priest, which means that Malki priests actually don't have reanimator priests inherent to them. So they have this reanimation bonus 2/2, which does not help them whatsoever for the holy aspect of it. For the spell component of it, I will be able to get 2 additional, let's say, undead or whatever, if I ever utilize that, which I don't suspect I will. I suspect he will just be sort of like a research monkey for right now, which is unfortunate because he's kind of an expensive research monkey, so I may just find a way to kill him off, unfortunately. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with that. He also does not seem to have the capture slave ability, so that is slightly silly, but oh well. Palisade going up pretty soon. We're gonna take this province back from him at last, and that way we don't have to worry about circling back around this way. He has 1 tyrant here, and he now has a 3rd tyrant here. I don't mean like now. This is Baron Snakelegs, the first tyrant that we saw over here way back when. But in any event, he does have 3 tyrants. I am not sure if he's making another one, but that is something to keep an eye on, and I think eventually we want to try and, as quickly as possible, move a raid force to lock down his cap, at least for a turn or 2 to prevent production and stuff like that, because that's where the big problems are going to be coming from. We're also going to move here to raid, especially because neither of his tyrants are going to be able to move here this turn, so it is free game. What else? I'm pretty sure that's it, actually. So as far as mercs, Eternius picked up those raiders, so there's that. We're not getting any of the other mercs because no gold. In research, we're sort of just letting run down Conjuration because they don't care, and we don't have enough research to care, so there's that. In other news, nothing new in diplomacy, and nothing new that we can see on our borders. So all in all, just a quiet turn. I was not able to record it live because I actually did my turn in McDonald's. I happened to be traveling and I was in a place where I could either do my turn or record my video. So I did the turn, came back, recording the video actually now outside of the internet, which I can then just make into YouTube for later. So thanks for watching. See y'all in the next turn. Bye. We are live once more, back into the game, turn 14. Aha, excellent. David Hasselhoff has arisen for our nation. I suspected it was probably about now. Once you get that message saying that pretender gods are awakening, if you don't get it within like 1 or 2 turns, then you're pretty much, well, I mean, that's when you should get it, basically. Apparently I lost another Malky. So I think somebody fell victim to a trap somehow. Let's take a look at these battles. Took that province alright. Aha, here we go. We conquered it, but something happened to the priest. This particular group of knights does not seem to enjoy keeping a priest around. Got the air shield up. Ah, dang it. They snuck around the back again. I think I forgot to script. Forgot to script the hold and attack. Well, there we go. Got him, but alas. Yeah, he counter-raided there and there. That's taken one of his tyrants way out of position though, which is fine by me. And then, sorry, we don't need to watch this. Yeah, took care of them, no problem. So yeah, this was scripting error because I should have had them on hold and attack closest, which would have then had me have no problem there. This is a problem though because he's going to want to move back here in order to then deal with that. Oh wait, let me take a look at those events because we got a lab. Okay, we got a Locos and some dudes as well. That is fantastic. Snake Ring and the lab, cool. Water gems. And an effigy of war. Presented a somewhat ambiguous gift. Yeah, no kidding. I don't even know what that is. Here, okay. Oh, it's an item. Okay. So I can have larger army sizes. Potentially interesting. Okay, so we got a Locos. We'll take a look at that first. And wow, this is like maxed out Gigantes. So Phaecia gets free Gigantes and Locos at the start of every year, basically. So that is awesome. That's a lot of Gigantes. Pretty excited about that. Now, second of all, let's take a look at our pretender, Mr. Hasselhoff. I don't think we got any new things from my whatchamacallit, blesses and stuff. So with Allstars, you got to pick one pretender chassis from any in the game that exist and just pick it and use it if you wanted to. So I decided to pick this one. I believe it is only, either or middle-aged Uruk only that can take this particular chassis, and I wanted him because he has the best inspiring research in the game, +2. He also has disease healer, which is sweet, he is also an adept researcher, and so now my research is actually going to kick into gear. Additionally, I wanted the Earth-Air crosspath because that'll get me whatchamacallit, the Staffs of Elemental Mastery, which is essentially, for me, in all of my games, getting Staffs of Elemental Mastery somehow is basically a requirement for me. Additionally, this will get me Crystal Paths, which, I mean, the Royal Malkeys could already do anyways, but just an additional option to do that. This can also get me Sword of Many Colors once I get Construction 8. So yeah, just generally speaking, pretty excited for this guy. He can also fly and sight search if I want to, but he's probably just going to stick around and research. Research. We've actually got a bunch of researchers now, and we'll just stick owl cools on these guys, and they'll be expensive researchers. But yeah, there you go. We'll keep forging owl cools with these guys. Okay, what else can we do? So I've got 2 commander points here that I can throw into something. Let's first take a look at what we can do with him. So we've got these 2 items. How does that look on him? Attack 11 and 13, or 16, or 18. I mean, any of those will hit, pretty much. It's a lot of damage. And he's only got Pierce Resist unless he's done some major research buffing, which doesn't seem like he would have. Anyways, this is where one of his tyrants has gone, way out over there, so we are happy with that. Another Lavaborn, interesting. So I think he's just throwing palisades everywhere. I don't see any other tyrant there yet, and there's one as well. So we're gonna go. I really want this guy back, and yeah, of course I can't get him that way. Great, figures. Oh, what have I got over here? You get there. You can. Ooh, that's exciting. We're gonna do that. He's sight searching. Oh, he took the throne. Oh, that's unfortunate, but not particularly unexpected, I suppose. Okay, he's not going there. That's pretty sweet. Lots of gems. Nice. We have to deal with him somehow. Let's take a look at how this is going here for him. So he's got, oh, interesting, less protection. He's got a lot of Cyclopses with magic spears and javelins. Not formation fighter. Okay. This could be interesting because it would have the nets. Dang. See, from both these provinces, I can throw everyone here and, like, potentially wipe this tyrant out. And those guys. got a lot of guys. Sleep Ray. Poison Touch. Let's do advance and cast spells, or let's do cast for that long and then advance and cast spells. Now, alright. I say see, the thing is, will he go here or will he go here? Because if I throw everything here and then he just doesn't go here, then he'll be like, oh, he set a trap for me here, when he sees like this giant army show up. Dang it. Stupid Huron priest and his stupid dying. Okay, you need to not be like in the middle of nowhere doing that. And you also need to hold an attack closest. Not be sucking at life. I think you got pretty lucky not getting nuked like this guy did. Getting another Shugo there. Let's not do that and get one of you instead. And then let's construct a lab like I intended. On second thought, let's search. I want my infrastructure up. So let's construct a fort. And let's just move you there and see what's going on. Construct a castle. And then I'm going to take everybody. How about you site search there? Who have we got here? Yeah, we've got you. So let's do some interesting stuff here. Okay, we're gonna set this trap. It's not that much, but all right. This is like fire large. I think this many knights can probably grind through those we want, yeah, okay. Okay, let's have this group attack rear. We'll just do that as well. We've got a little bit of chaos power there, but not much. We can actually get alteration 1, which will get us skeletal body. And I think if I have him cast 1 and then do that, he will actually buff himself. So let's do that, and then the rest can go into conjuration. Then we'll get both of those. Sure, why not? And then I think even if he doesn't move here, we're still flexible enough that we can do a couple of different things. Now he can't do squat about coming back here, but he could move from here to here and wipe that group out. You know what? If we put no PD there, then they will route instead. And if he doesn't, then we can still pick them up. So there we go. So if he doesn't move there, we'll still have a commander there to pick them up. And if he does move there, they can all route, and that's fine. Can't really do much about that, but if they route, at least some of them will survive. If they try and fight him, they will all get slaughtered. So there you go. We're still just recruiting dudes. Yep. I think that's what we're going to do for this turn. Yeah, it's a little wonky. He's got one guy out of position there. I think he's just doing a show of force to Thagartha to be like, hey, I'm still here, dudes. Don't mess with me. But can't really do much about that. I mean, he can't really do much about the fact that I can just raid him everywhere. So we're going to go ahead and keep doing that. And from here, we're going to go there, unless he has moved this guy there. And yeah. I wonder if I could just go onto his capital with these 4 guys. Probably not. So yeah. Wish us luck. We'll see if this is able to stop his terrifying horde. Let's move these guys closer, because then they can get in with their tentacles, because tentacles are actually armor piercing, so could provide some extra stuff. Man, I hope you don't like drop a skeleton or something stupid like that. We'll move you a little closer too. All right, well, this will be interesting, an interesting turn. Either absolutely nothing will happen, or something very important will happen. So we'll see. It's exciting. Could go either way. All right, thanks for watching. See you guys in the next turn. Have a good one.